you walk into a wedding, the first thing that people usually notice are the flowers. Flowers can add color, texture, and a scent to any kind of event. Flowers can bring a lot to the table, but people find it very hard to buy them because they're so expensive when you go to buy them from a florist. That's why today I'm going to show you how any average person can make a floral arrangement at home. I plan to demonstrate how to make a floral arrangement by showing you how to pick the correct materials, then explaining how to prepare the materials, and then showing how you can put them all together to make your floral arrangement. The first step in creating a floral arrangement is picking out the correct materials. First, you're going to need to pick out a vase. You're going to want to pick a vase that's the right size for wherever you're putting it. If it's too small, it won't have the intended effect, but if it's too large, it'll likely overpower the rest of the decorations in the room. You'll also want to choose a vase that has the right style for your event. I have chosen a small vase because my vase will sit on a small end table. I have also chosen a vase that is white and blue because this is the colors that coordinate with the rest of the room. The next material you're going to need to buy is the flowers. When buying flowers, you need to think about the size of the flower and what's going to fit in your vase. If it's a small vase, then you're going to want to buy a flower that has an easy stem to cut so that it'll fit in the vase. Another important thing to think about when buying flowers is where they're going to go. Some flowers are very sensitive to heat or cold, so that's an important thing to think about whenever you're putting them outside. You're also going to want to think if you want to have the same kind of flowers or if you want to add more variety. Now that we have chosen the correct materials, we'll be able to prepare the materials. The second step when making a floral arrangement is to prepare the materials. You'll first have to get your vase ready. You should first add the water. You should fill the vase up 3/4 of the way. If you're planning on using the floral arrangement for an extended period of time, then the Fresh Trimmings website recommends adding 2 tablespoons of cider vinegar and 1 teaspoon of bleach to kill the mold and the bacteria. And that website was last updated June 2018. Since I will be only using mine for a day, I will skip this step. Next, you should take floral tape, which I have here, and make a grid-like pattern on the top. According to the Magnolia Strips website, last updated January 2018, you should start by taping across the rim in a parallel strip about 1 inch apart. And then you should turn the vase and tape it again in a checkered board pattern. This will make sure that the flowers stay in place. Now you'll need to prepare the flowers. First, you're going to need to cut the stems. So you need to take the flower and hold it up to see where you need to cut. So you just start cutting until you have the desired size. You can also cut off the leaves because it'll make them mold faster if the leaves are in there. So you can start by putting them in. So once you've cut all the rest of your flowers, you'll be able to start adding them to the vase. First, you should take the biggest flowers that you have and add them to the vase. This will create a good base for the rest of the stuff to go into. The next thing you should do is determine if you want your flowers to have a more organic look or if you want it to be patterned. I have chosen to go with a more organic look, so I will add the rest of the flowers in a random place all over the floral arrangement. If you have chosen to go with a more patterned look, then you'll want to add them in whatever pattern you decide. The last step is to look at the flowers and see if you like them. When making a floral arrangement, it is important to choose the right pieces, correctly prepare the materials, and assemble them to your liking. I hope my piece has showed you just how easy it is to make a floral arrangement. So next time you want to add something special to your next event, you'll feel comfortable making your own floral arrangement.